Welcome in all Scorpio placements. Whether you have Scorpio as your main sign or you have it somewhere in your chart, this reading could be for you. And these readings are timeless. So whenever you feel called to watch this, if you are watching this live or recorded on YouTube, this could have a message for you. Who knows? Please always take what resonates, leave what does not. And welcome to your reading. We're going to get into what I call a modified past, present, future spread. Usually it's either done with 3 cards or 9 cards. We're gonna pull 3 cards and then we're gonna clarify those 3 cards. And today we are working with the Crow Tarot that really wants to say something. I kind of did that on my own. Ooh. Oh. Scorpio, what's going on? What do you need to hear for your highest good? I was about to say bless you, but you didn't sneeze, but also bless you because you're amazing. That's cool. Any and all Scorpio placements this can be for. If you understand how birth charts work, if not, I implore you to do your research, because I know this can be a lot of information for people who aren't educated in spiritual topics. So let's see. What does the Crow Tarot have to say? What do they need to hear for the highest good? You have one of the best cards to start your reading off, Scorpio. 10 of Pentacles, or 10 of Coins. Focus. No, apparently not. There we go. Oh, this is such a pretty card. I love that. Lots of sunflowers in this card, and the lotuses are very symbolic. Lotuses are very symbolic of enlightenment and just spiritual awakening, and it can be in any sense. Spiritual awakenings don't have to genuinely be like, oh my god, this crazy spiritual awakening, I'm into the tarot cards and the rocks now. No, it could just be more awareness of your life and the world around you and yourself. It's those key kind of 3 things sometimes, because it's usually a collective of things just around you and within you. And there's this very happy state of mind I feel like you are entering in that feels... There's a long overdue energy here. Super long overdue. I really want to express how much you do deserve good stuff in your life, Scorpio. It's not just a facade. It's not you trying to pretend something's good when it's not. Things are genuinely good and happy and feel good right now. It's not how you thought it would be, it feels. Queen of Swords is such a graceful card, in my opinion. She can be super cutthroat, but she can also be somebody that is very gracefully cutthroat. You understand what can make it or break it for things. So if you have to really use your sword, use this sword as the Queen of Swords, and be blunt and bold, but kind of in a respectful, graceful manner, people take that as I feel like earlier someone in the chat here was talking about the truth hurts. People are accepting that the more that you really bring it out onto the table and let people notice, hey, this is on the table here, kind of a thing. You may not like seeing it on the table, but it's here on the table, and we kind of need to, maybe think about it. It's not like we need to really, like, fix this thing or address it right away, but acknowledgement is the biggest key in this figuring out a plan, because the Queen of Swords energy is always this mental planning and stages of planning, like not just drawing a blueprints. It's more of finding the person that could draw the blueprints, and then finding the contractor and all the builders and the people who could build the thing and the blueprints, and getting them connected and actually going through and making sure everything's working and communicating well on the job site and da-da-da-da-da. There's different levels of planning that the Queen of Swords is very, like, just aware of, because, okay, we can take things day by day, but you're still thinking of long term. What's going to sustain you in the future? What's really going to be the thing that builds you and not weaken the foundation that you work so hard to build for yourself, You don't want to have anything that's going to put any major cracks in your foundation, because if you need to expand the foundation or make it stronger, you're gonna do that. Like, if you want to put something there that's gonna probably crack it, you're like, hold on, guys, like, hold on, universe or people or even yourself, we gotta take care of this thing first. Like, if you want to have this big thing and you don't have a strong structure for it, you can build that structure. I feel like you're not afraid to. Some people need to hear that it's okay to not be afraid to. Maybe if that's a thing that you're healing, I think some people are healing that not being afraid to and accepting, oh, okay, we're allowed to actually move in this direction for ourselves. Something feels sustainable in the sense of whatever environment you've been in, it's been very freeing and healing for you. And it doesn't have to be exactly like your general home environment, but I feel like it could be. But it's something of a home. A lot of things don't have to feel exactly like our home, like physical home, to feel like a home. I want to just preface that for anyone who's kind of more in a metaphorical, like, state when listening to this reading right now. There's a lot of aspects, a lot of different things, these cards. I think this is a big part of, like, enlightenment, is understanding the deeper meaning to life itself. I was talking about earlier, my dad's a Scorpio. I love that man. I love him with all my heart. I had a conversation with him recently that is very much resonating with this, and he seemed just happy, and I told him, like I just felt real, like a real talk with him, and it gave me the sense of, like, I know I've moved, me being in Kansas, I'm originally from Pennsylvania, I moved out for the first time, so I was his first and only daughter. Like, I am his daughter. He has, like, other kids through marriages, but, and, like, stepkids, essentially. But his first and only daughter had left the nest, basically, and there was this big acceptance of, yeah, life is life. You have to kind of, like, leave the nest in a sense. It's just a journey and a chapter everyone kind of experiences in life. But accepting that I, like, at some point I will, like, find my way back. Like, there was a conversation where it felt like, one day, like, we'll hang out for, like, a little while, and just, like, it will feel like old times again. And so the person in chat saying he must be proud of you, I really hope he is. That's kind of really, like, what I felt, and it was just very like, oh, okay, all right, let me just have a real talk. Like, once he really kind of just, he said he was proud of me without saying the like actual like I'm proud of you, because we were talking about like a lot of just life things, and that energy can't be more prevalent of like acceptance of time in life. There's this giant acceptance of time in life, and I think this is where there's an energy kicking in of truly letting yourself experience the good that you didn't really understand that you could have experienced in the past. Sometimes we're like, oh yeah, we can be free and do our own thing, but sometimes we don't always know that we're allowed to do that and accept that, oh yeah, we can live in the moment and feel truly happy in this moment. And I think this is a new thing that's like, this chapter is ending and a new one's beginning, and not in a thing that's like, it's nothing bad, it feels. It's just like cycles have come and go, chapters have come and go, and this is just another one where you get to actually have some freedom and enjoy your freedom and feel like you can bring about that sense of home again. And there's that big sense of like things coming back. There's a phrase that is always said amongst like spiritual people sometimes. All that not, hold on. I want to get the last card before I get the words out, because there's this very, very specific phrase. For context, I remember what I was telling my dad on the phone. I was saying, there's all these little things, and I'm like, oh, we used to just be at home, and since I would see him, I'd like tell him about it, and I tell my boyfriend, like, hey, this little thing, and I just get excited to like share it with somebody, and there's a part of me that I'm like, oh, I want to share it with you, but I can't, because then my phone is like not on me, or I forget, and then it's like small things that I wouldn't necessarily like call him over. It'd just like be a short little text, but that was the like thing. I was like, I kind of miss that, and I know like I can't have that anymore, but I just wanted him to know that like I really like was grateful for those moments in a way, without like saying that, without saying it. And he had this like, whatever he said, it gave me the sense of like, oh, it's okay to feel that way, and also one day you'll like, we'll hang out and it will be kind of like normal again, but not obviously forever, because I'm now officially living my own life. It's after this Queen of Swords here. Ooh. Justice on the bottom of the deck. Justice isn't just about seeing like, oh, things getting their justice in the world. It also can be about like seeing the true, what some people call a karmic balance in life, the yin and the yang, that actual bless you. I still just want to say bless you. I know you're not seizing. This aspect of, you know, cycles in our lives, these waves, these energies, kind of, it's almost understanding that life will always have its ups and downs, kind of a thing, if you want to put it in a very cliche kind of stance, but in a more universal aspect. And when we talk about karmic things or karma is a big, like, it's just an energy. That is the belief of karma, it is just an energy surrounding all of us. It's literally considered almost what the universe is made of, but not essentially the whole universe. I kind of see the universe and karma as synonymous, but karma itself is more of that universal balance. Not the universe itself, but the balance in between. And that's the key thing I think you're really understanding, and it's allowing you to feel this true sense of enlightenment and really come out of this hermit stage. Because I feel like a lot of Scorpios have been cracking open parts of their soul and parts of themselves and their emotions. And I understand how hard that is for a Scorpio. Y'all just are the sign that is, Scorpio is always seen as that sign that, they can handle their own emotions. They don't want you handling their emotions. They can handle their own emotions. Don't get near me, kind of a thing. I can do it. Leave me be. Let me be, kind of a thing. And respectfully, that's what it feels like. It feels like this energy of knowing what you need and knowing what needs to be done at the right time, and in order to heal. And if you don't give yourself what you need, it's this understanding of falling back into the same kind of same old ways of doing things that didn't really fulfill you, didn't really unlock that true understanding to yourself. So I'm curious of what the Ten of Pentacles has to say. What do you have for these beautiful Scorpios? Hello. Spinny, spin, spin. There we go. 10 Pentacles here. What do we got? What do they need to hear? This deck is like kind of slippery on the back, but I don't know how to explain it. It feels kind of slippery, but not at the same time. Ace of Wands reversed. 7 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands reversed. This is clarifying the 10 of Pentacles, by the way. Oh, fix yourself. Camera, why can't you fix your white balance at all? What is wrong with you? I also think the light is bright for these cards, but still. I wanted you to at least see them. Look at the focus. Anyway, there's a wish list I have for a new camera if anybody wants to help out. We work with what we got. Hell yeah, we fucking do. To overcome a lot of fucking bullshit here. A lot of heavy thoughts in the mind, and you're clearing all of these swords out. Ace of Wands, 7 of Pentacles gives me so much youthful growth to where it does not matter. It does not matter how old you are. You feel young again. In like any younger part of you, you feel young again. And this is the key to all of this growth. Oh, you're cultivating so much energy here. All because you decided to really tap into what you know. What you know has been bothering you. Two of Wands here. What do we have for the Queen of Swords? Because all of this energy just connects so fluidly. I need to see all of it together. Really? Oh shit, okay. Damn. Three of Wands, Page of Cups, clarifying the Queen of Swords. When you understand that you have tools around you to bring in the necessary opportunity that you need to live your life, i.e. pay your bills, this gives you so much more fulfillment. And I think this is the strategic plan that you're trying to see in the long term. And part of you couldn't really see it before because there's a lot of different difficulties and complications and complexities to life in general that just make it difficult to truly use the tools we have at hand. But this is where it becomes so crucial right now for you to genuinely use these tools. Like, I can't express enough how much that you can't express enough this feeling that you're feeling within you. It feels too true to ignore, basically, is kind of the general feeling that I've been getting this whole entire reading. And I'm getting not be afraid, not be scared of who you want to be, because you've done what you needed to do to live the life that you want, do the things that you want, be the person you want to be. Hello. Not 2 or 1 cards. So we'll do this. The Hermit is out here again. You just want to continue? We can continue. So they're just gonna... I'm kind of getting the sense that we're just gonna literally continue like that. And you want the Strength out here? Interesting. Bottom of the deck energy. Okay. 2 cards came out twice. The Hermit came out twice, and Queen of Swords came out twice. This nurturing energy of the Queen of Swords doesn't feel nurturing until you understand how nurturing opportunities brings about more abundance of opportunities later on in the future. It's not just about the opportunity that's right in front of you. It's more of how going after this opportunity and like completing this whole, like, let's say you gain an opportunity and you go and follow through with it, and it's kind of like, oh, yep, well, that thing's said and done. It's like a project that you kind of completed in a sense. Understanding that the results that you get from this one project or this one goal that you have in mind will provide better opportunity for the other sort of goals that you may have wanted to complete. It's almost like, I can't explain it other than explaining it, and how my dad's band is very resonating with this. My dad used to be in a band when he was like around my age, I think, and did some gigs here and there. He tried to, you know, really he's a drummer, so he really tried to like get in that small kind of lifestyle. He never wanted to be like crazy big famous, but he wanted to like at least make enough money to live off of that kind of stuff, in my opinion, because who wouldn't? But life happens, and then later down the line, he had me and my brother, and then life happens more, and more, and more, and more, and now finally, he is doing what he used to do in his 20s, now, in his 60s. He is in his 60s, drumming, and healthy as a goddamn horse, it looks like, because he's really just... He's always been intuitive. He's always followed his, like, gut. And that's really why I respect my dad a lot. But the big thing is, if you are in a band and you have a good performance and people see that, that gets more people and just more opportunity in for you. So it's that aspect of the results that you have in these things that you do and that you pursue will actually be seen by other people, and people you may not even know who are kind of like looking in your direction or seeing your work, but they see what you're doing and they're like, oh, that person's actually really fucking good at that, and they can do that too. I didn't know. You never know. You never know how something's going to be perceived if you don't give that true thing, this true opportunity, I feel like, is at hand. I want to say almost your all. You want to give it your all, but obviously take care of yourself first, you know. Make sure that you're good and healthy and all that stuff, all that jazz. And this is where the Queen of Swords gets into this hermit energy of, I feel like you've been on a big journey of self-discovery, and whether you've realized it or not, you've understood that you have been learning a lot about yourself recently. And nothing about it has been this, oh, this is good and this is bad. It just is. And now it's essentially looking at it as, is this essentially going to fulfill you in life and give you the things that you desire and essentially need as well? No? Okay, we don't need that. Moving on. And this is where this big sense of healing is happening, to where you're coming back to a part of yourself that was lost to time, it feels. There's a lot of, we have 2 of Cups, 8 of Swords, and the Strength card, clarifying the Hermit energy. And this is, 2 of Cups is a card of really integrating with the self, understanding the self, and understanding, you know, the reason why we may act out of, like, you may have acted out of your ego or acted in certain ways and understood how just collectively things have come to this moment in time, and just accepting all of it and kind of integrating it into yourself as, this is who we are, this is where we've come from. Now, who did we want to be? So I feel like some people are asking themselves, who do we want to be? And reminding yourself, oh, we wanted this. This was one of our dreams. This is one of the things we wanted to do. And some of you are like, so what did we want to do again? When it comes to, like, what are we doing today? And that true sense of moving forward, really breaking through this 8 Swords energy and understanding that there is so much strength in just standing on your own 2 feet again. And even if it's that energy when it comes to standing on your own 2 feet and accepting joy and happiness in your life, and happiness in your freedom, happiness in the sense of you are actually sustaining stability in your freedom. Like, it's not just, oh, you have to, you know, scrape by to make sure that these things are, it's like scraping by to, like, live the life that you want or have the freedom that you want. It's like you're not even doing that. And it almost felt like even, I mean, life in general and fucking no economy out there is perfect. So we all struggle in our own way when it comes to, especially, like, finances, I feel like hold a lot of people back. I'm not even gonna, like, just lie. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, finances hold a lot of dreams back, and that's where life will just happen. And almost wishing, damn, that would have been nice to have then. I'm glad I didn't have it then. That would have been nice. Just really glad I didn't learn that then, because now I just know so much more, and I'm so much more grateful for It's like you telling yourself, I'm so much more grateful for the time and energy we've spent in ourselves. Because that's the true strength. That's the true strength in this Queen of Swords, this graceful, cutthroat energy where people respect you. And people even, like, if people aren't sure, or if other people are good, they'll, like, bring them to you and be like, is this good or bad? Like, I need you to see the truth in this. It's like, I feel like something about Scorpio and Scorpio energies, you really are seeing the truth. And that's very much backed up by the Justice card. Because the Justice is ain't no bullshit. This is the truth to this side. This is the truth to this side. Collective understanding. What, like, and then it's like, where do you go from there? That's up to you. That's the free will of your own choices in life. So, very graceful and bold energy. Do not even for 1 second be afraid to enjoy that, because that is the true nature of your own strength. You are very knowledgeable, very graceful in your knowledge, but you have there's a boldness of this Scorpio energy here in knowing what's real and what's kind of a facade, or what kind of people are just being silly and just having fun. There's so much truth in this aspect of truth being played out in your life. And what I really mean by that is seeing the aspect of the truth of yourself in the things that you see around you. I feel like Scorpios have been seeing a lot of synchronicities in how, you know, bless you, comparing yourself to the world around you. And I feel like a lot of you are just trying to not be afraid to enjoy that synchronicity. If you've been feeling synchronistic lately, and a lot of weird things, don't feel like you're crazy. It's okay. We all kind of feel a little crazy when we see synchronicities, but just enjoy it and have a little smile. And I take it as I'm just thanking the universe for kind of somebody's watching over me. It feels like somebody's trying to point me in the right direction, and I'm just sitting here like, thank you. All right, cool. Now I get it, you know? Now it kind of becomes clear. And now I can really find my strength, is what some of you guys are saying. And I implore you to find every bit of your strength that you can, because all of this truth-seeking and soul-seeking, seeking and searching and studying and understanding has brought you so much of yourself back into yourself. Like, brought this old you that you felt almost was lost to time back into yourself. Feeling young again. Feeling that strength of youth again, because sometimes you need that little, like, kick in the ass kind of fire energy that, you know, you had when you were younger, at any point being younger in your life. So, thank yourself. Give yourself a respectful pat on the back. You've done a lot of fucking work, and I know you have. Scorpios ain't no bullshitters. They've done far too much for far too many people to be disrespected in any way. I actually find that so funny, because if you are a true, intuitive, and aligned, centered Scorpio, you are respected. Those are some respected motherfuckers. You can't not respect those kinds of Scorpios. Those matured Scorpio. Oof. It gives me the energy of, what's the guy's name in 300? It's the Spartan. Leonidas, yeah. That's Scorpio energy. Because you look at Leonidas, you could see him as a stranger, and you say, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna disrespect that motherfucker. See him with all of his armor and the weird fucking, like, what was the scene where, I forget which dudes, but it was, people basically, like, they were just citizens having to fight for their land or whatever, and he's like, oh, I'm a painter, I'm a fisher, and they're like, Spartans, what are you? That scene, who are the men that came up to them?
Persians.
that helped them.
Oh, that helped them?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
It was a small army of like some small town kind of. I don't know if it was a town, but they met up with the Spartans on their way to that passage, and joined up with them and teamed up with them, and that is the whole like, oh, I'm a painter, I'm a fisher kind of a thing, and the Scorpio energy is the Spartans, what are you? And then I forget what they chanted, but the we are Spartans basically. Scorpio, what are you? I'm a fucking Scorpio, and there ain't nothing to it. It's like, hey, you, what are you? Kind of a thing, and you're like, I am this. This is me, and you ain't stopping none of this shit. You ain't changing my mind. I'll take it into consideration. I'm open to conversation, open minded, but I'm living my life how I want to live my life because I found the true soulful nature to your soul. I want to say soulful nature to your soul. I don't know what other way to say that, but all of this energy just feels soulful. So, take that as it resonates, leave what doesn't, and I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for letting me read your cards, Scorpio. So much enlightenment. And if you are anyone who is a little witchy or wants to work with any herbs, lotus or lotus flower could be very helpful and beneficial, and just sunflowers in general, I feel. I don't know why I feel the need to say that. Get in tune, get in line with that thing that makes you feel like, because at the end of the day, you got it. Whatever it is, you got it. And I just wanted to remind you of that. So thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me read your cards. If you're watching this live, we are going to continue streaming, but I want to say thank you and goodbye for anyone that is watching on YouTube. If you're watching live, this will be up on YouTube later if you want to rewatch it or if you missed anything. Other than that, I want to say thank you, and I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day or night, wherever you are on this planet Earth of ours, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.